What is going on, everybody? You know who it is. It's Quamon Star G. And today, we're switching things up once again. We are hopping into some Injustice 2, baby, because we are 1 week and some change away from DC Fandome, the mega DC event where all of their best and most dope ideas and announcements will be announced for 24 straight hours on August the 22nd. And what better way to commemorate the beginning of all of this is just to, play some DC games, really get into it as far as that's concerned. And so this is the beginning of Injustice 2 content as well. Thought we started off nice and right. And what we're going to do is we're going to run through Batman's multiverse tower. It's, resynced back up. It's rotated back in. And we're going to go ahead and, work out and see what's going on there. So, yeah. Apologize in advance. My subtitles is glitched out. So, I'm going to try to be as quiet when they start talking.
It's not too late to walk away.
I'm in this for the long haul.
Show me.
Ooh, that Kevin Conroy voice. As you can see, I am playing a Batman outfit that was in a very bad movie. Well, can't even call it a bad movie because it barely was a movie, and that was the not Zack Snyder's Justice League, the redacted league. And just want to get into that, just jump straight into that. Zack Snyder's Justice League, y'all, that's coming real soon, like really real soon, y'all. And that I've been trying to contain my emotions about this trailer that's coming. I'm literally on bated breath.
You used to fight honorably.
There's only honor in victory.
The old Diana would disagree. Begin.
Like, I'm just on bated breath for that to drop next weekend. Like, that is going to break, that's going to obliterate the internet. Like, it's not even up for debate. Like, that's going to be the most talked about thing for the rest of the year when it drops. And I'm also anticipating the release date more than likely, since it's on streaming service, and so it's not going to be marred by any sort of theatrical release. Ooh, she grabbed me. And so that's probably going to give it a more concrete release date compared to others. And yeah, the reason why I'm beating Wonder Woman so fast, if you guys have noticed, is because all of these fights they're level 5 and I'm level 30, the maxed out level. So these first couple of towers we're gonna blitz through there fairly quickly. Give them 4. But yeah, this Fandome event. And speaking of Black Canary, just to pivot real quick, I really hope they announce something involving Journey and Smollett Bell, and her reprising her role as Black Canary from the amazing movie Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn.
I sure as hell am ready.
I'll be the judge of that.
Begin.
Like, I really want to see more of not just her, but the birds in general. Renee, Huntress, the whole squad. Like, I love that movie to bits. I may not have been I'm not gonna say I'm not the target audience, but as a guy, I enjoyed it tremendously. Like, I feel like everybody did what they had to do. They were awesome in the movie. And the action, the comedy, just everything about that movie is awesome. It drops on HBO Max later this week on the 15th. Yeah, I'm recording this on the 12th. So it definitely drops on HBO Max this weekend. Got a little something planned out. If you guys listen to or follow Worlds of DC podcast on Twitter, we are doing a watch along this weekend for the movie dropping on HBO Max. So definitely come through and let's watch it together. But yeah, I definitely want to see more of the Birds of Prey And definitely want to see just the Gotham City Sirens in general. I want to see.
Let's see if you've still got it.
Once a Titan, always a Titan.
We'll see.
I definitely want to see the DCEU Catwoman and Poison Ivy. I know Zoe Kravitz. She's playing a separate iteration of Catwoman, and Matt Reeves is the Batman. But I definitely want to see a Catwoman that interacts with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, as well as a Poison Ivy that does the same. That would be amazing to see. Grab, and this is a perfect match, y'all. Definitely want to see as far as that's concerned, you know. But the ultimate, and that's not even to, you know, forget about potential Aquaman 2 news, you know, the synopsis for The Flash, you know, and Black Adam. Probably get some casting for Black Adam, but the dream announcement, y'all. The dream of all dream announcements is Man of Steel 2. I really want to see some Man of Steel 2. Like anything, just a confirmation that it's coming down the pipeline.
You used to fight honorably.
I'm a cure for a sick, sad world.
Dangerous.
Begin.
But yeah, I definitely want that to I definitely want to see a Man of Steel 2 announcement with Henry and Amy coming back. You know, as long like that, like nothing else could be known about that movie except for those two factors, and I'll be on board. Like everyone would be on board. And I'm not even gonna say some, because that implies that there's people who don't want a Man of Steel 2, and that is most certainly not the case. We really all want Man of Steel 2. So yeah, but moving on from just the movie sides to getting into the TV side, you know, we still haven't heard anything about Titan Season 3 or Young Justice Season 4, both of which were confirmed before everything went to, you know, hell. So I'm very much looking forward to not only the synopsis on what's going to be the theme for those seasons, but to also see where they are going to, you know, where they're going to land, because, you know, it looks like good old DC Universe Online streaming is going to go the way of the dodo. Let's switch it up. Let's switch up the costumes. No. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. It looks like that's going to go the way of the dodo fairly soon. So I wonder if they're going to shop them over to HBO Max, which seems like that's where it's going to be, what that's going to entail. You know, and that's where the whole... That's where they're going to put the remainder of their non-CW shows at. Just put it solely on HBO Max, which would be which is a tremendous idea. Like,
I know exactly how to reach you.
No earthling can harm me.
I'm full of surprises. Begin.
this Batman armor looks so dope.
Don't waste my time.
But yeah, definitely want to see where those two shows are going to come out. I need to watch season 3 of Young Justice, because I haven't seen any of it really outside of some clips, and maybe I've seen 1 or 2 episodes, but I haven't seen that. In Titans, I just like barely kept up with Titans, and I know a lot of people were not all too happy about good old season 2. So you know how that is. I wonder if that, you know, am I doing the same tower over again? I think I am, folks. I'm just not thinking about it. Well, we're gonna run through it anyway.
Stands its ground. Your attitude is still intact. Begin.
But yeah, I really want to see those two shows end up on HBO Max. It'll probably give them a better budget, as well as seeing Doom Patrol as well, and the Harley Quinn. I want to see all of these these shows that originally were on the DC online streaming service. I want to see them all come to HBO Max, just for the simple fact that they theoretically will have a larger budget. Ooh, he's mixing me up. Than what they currently have. Okay. He's not. I'm trying to parry this guy. Just punch me. Fudge it. We'll take the cross up But yeah, I really want to see what they're doing. Not too thrilled and or interested in anything the CW has to offer. In any regards, I kind of just been like, yeah, I'm totally doing the same tower over again. Let me back out. Not interested in anything the CW is currently indulging in or trying to indulge in all too much. I'd say Black Lightning is the only real exception, because I've very much enjoyed most of what it's, its tone and the story it's being told. Definitely need to catch up on season 3. Yeah, season 3. I need to catch up on season 3. Slacked hard on. I think it's still on Netflix. But yeah, that's like the only real show I'm trying to keep up with in any capacity.
One underestimates the middle.
Show me.
This Hellbat armor, by the way. Slide. Ooh, had to think about that real quick. Adam is such a hard person to fight against. But yeah, as far as the TVs go, that's, my main things. Also, the games as well. They announced Suicide Squad is going to be there, which to me is just like, wow, I had hoped like they were going to finally announce that game from Rocksteady, because I know they've been teasing that game for years now, literally since, I want to say, before Arkham City, really. No, it was definitely during or after Arkham City. They were talking about doing the Suicide Squad game. At the time they were really saying it was Secret 6, but I think they changed it to Suicide Squad after the fact. But, and there is a different Secret 6. It's, Bane, Catman, I think, who else? A couple of other characters. And then Suicide Squad,
Too late to walk away.
Afraid to get your ass kicked by a bird?
Not at all what I meant. Begin.
That's the, Amanda Waller and her squad. Black Canary's so fun to play in this game. The only thing she's missing is a consistent projectile, which you desperately need in Injustice because of the zoning. Uppercut 1. Ooh, ouch. Uppercut 2. Block the overhead. Ooh, ow. Definitely looking forward to seeing anything about that, though I doubt we'll see any gameplay because of, all of the quarantine stuff, and a lot of game studios have been slowing down. So I doubt they have any gameplay. It might be a CG trailer shown off, but that's about it. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to show off for that game. And I'm definitely expecting that new Arkham game that's being developed by WB Montreal. I know it's been rumored for months now, but I'm wholeheartedly expecting that.
Like me. We're about to find out.
Wholeheartedly expecting that to show up. Also, speaking of, it's apropos we're playing Injustice, because the guy who helped create this game, the co-creator of it, Ed Boon, lead creative designer of NetherRealm, he's going to be at DC Fandome. So people have speculated that because of the sizzle reel that they used to announce him, it wasn't anything Injustice related, it was Mortal Kombat related.
Just admit you're impressed. Push yourself harder.
That it'd be an announcement for MK11 and not necessarily an Injustice 3 announcement, which, they said, some people have said Deathstroke is going to be in the game. He's going to be the not hidden, but the unexpected last DLC character, because NetherRealm, they like to sometimes add another character to their DLC cycle that they didn't advertise or the fans weren't expecting. So that can definitely be a thing. But I'm kind of putting my money towards an Injustice 3 announcement, because it's been, what, 2 years now, or no, it's been a year since MK11's come out, and it's been 2 since it's been announced. So this is around the time where they start, building up hype and excitement for their next game. And I know they talked about they wanted their next game to be a single player focused, game, but I doubt that. That might have been a troll.
I love it when you're so grim.
Shout out to Robert Englund.
Bring that out in me. Begin.
Freddy Krueger himself playing Scarecrow. Blocking the overhead. I gotta respect that. Even though you're a computer. Oh snap. Even though punching him with the kryptonite fist probably didn't do anything to him. Oh snap. Kick. Alright, let's get into it.
Rethink your strategy.
Rethink your strategy. Let's go. Boop. Uppercut City.
Batman wins.
You didn't throw the batarangs. So yeah. Definitely looking forward to all of the announcements. Ooh, my girl, my waifu Enchantress. Ooh, you can put a spell on me anytime. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that whole setup, all of that going down next weekend. Boom. God, I love me some Enchantress.
I know exactly how to beat you.
But you'd need Zatanna's help to pull it off.
We're about to find out. Begin.
There's just something about evil possessed chicks, man. Like, that is definitely my jam. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like just something about the crazy, evil, powerful chicks, man, that just gets me going. Like, yes, girl, just overpower me. You can do that all day. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Uh-oh. Woo! Punch, punch, punch. Grab. Oh, no. Uh-oh. And that's my soul. Oh. Ooh, she dodged that. Uh-oh. That's no bueno. Oh, she's just hexagon to me. Oh, man, she's definitely... But we're going to hit her with this. We're going to give her the super move. Bat playing it up. And it's night. With the bat sing. She survived it. Let's go.
Batman wins.
This Hellbat setup is dope. Dope as hell. Also, the biggest thing that DC could announce is just what the hell are they doing with their continuity come next year, because death metal is going to run through to the end of the year into the beginning of next. And so are they going to just give the fans what they want and just bring back everything the fans?
Superman's wrong.
He's not taking any more chances.
The Justice League can't be a death squad.
Begin.
It looks just reading the tea leaves and seeing who's now in power as opposed to who was in the past, like 2 to 3 months ago. It's seeming like they're building towards giving the fans collectively everything they want, like bringing back legacy characters, bringing back old school characters, and giving them prominence once again. No more of this, certain characters don't exist with the history that you love and remember. Wow, can't believe they hit him like that. I knew he was waiting for that. I'm gonna let him.
Not the hero here.
And you are.
I'm gonna let him get this clash off, so I can super move him. Boop. Yeah, that's enough for me to hit this. Another super. You thought you was gonna run away? There's no backdash off of him. No backdash invincibility here, son. But yeah, that's where I'm kind of feeling like they're heading, is that they're going to make every legacy character that's kind of been shifted away because of the new 52, and keep the new legacy characters that they created and just have their cake and eat it too. I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're trying to make everybody happy and try to end these arbitrary retcons and deciding who was a lame character and who's a good character. Even though, certain recent events might not get solo comics, but they'll definitely appear in the comics that have priority. Or maybe I'm just being too wishful thinking minded.
Why should I trust you? The Lin Kuei have since reformed. I'll be the judge of that. Begin.
So, and this is a history lesson moment. When Sub-Zero was first announced, I was like, why does this fool have a cape? Why does Sub-Zero have a cape? He's never worn a cape, had a cape costume in any Mortal Kombat ever. But then it dawned on me, not just because this is superheroes, and because superheroes in the DC universe specifically wear capes, it's because this Joker, no pun intended, in MK vs. DC, the very first game that they made, not the very first DC fighting game. How can I say this? The very first 3D fighting game with DC characters in it. This fool had an ending, an arcade ladder ending, where he became Batman. Where he had look it up on YouTube if you guys, get a chance to. But this guy, Flatfoot, had an ending where he put on a cape and he patrolled over Gotham. And, well, not Gotham. I think he was back in Earthrealm. Wow, this Sub-Zero is kicking my tail. Let's go. Oh, man, that was a low. Let's go. Finally got this counter off. Break that leg. Straight up Arkham City. Or Arkham Origins. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, yeah, this Sub-Zero becomes Batman in the Mortal Kombat universe. And that's kind of like the Lin Kuei, because it almost feels like that whole story arc takes place like around the timeline between MK's 3 and 4, or sometime after 4. And it's like, oh, Sub-Zero must fight off against his former clan, the Lin Kuei. So it's almost like,
As Ollie too, I've got big shoes to fill.
Make sure you do that. Begin.
it's almost like, they became his League of Assassins and whatnot. That's it. And what I'm getting at is that not only does it make sense for Sub-Zero to have a cape in this game, the backstory behind it is so cool. It's legitimately cool. Normalize Sub-Zero having a cape. Grab. Oh snap! He grabbed me. Boop, 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 and then we drop that bomb. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, in this game it is blockable. I'll take it. Batman wins. Alrighty, we're gonna fight this boss. We're gonna fight the boss in this the first boss of this multiverse, and then we'll go ahead and we'll end off there. So there is no end. God, I watched Batman Forever yesterday, and I love Batman Forever, yo. Like, for me, and don't drag me, or don't drag me or anything. But to me, my two favorite interpretations of Batman live action is Val Kilmer and Batman Forever, and Ben Affleck and BVS, Batman v Superman. And I feel like the reason why I love both of their interpretations is that they each represent different points in Bruce's life, and just how much much he operates on the two different sides of the spectrum. Like Batman Forever, it's him finally coming to the realization that Bruce Wayne and Batman can work in tandem to make a better Batman. Whereas in BVS, this Bruce is just completely worn down, completely at his lowest level, and he's trying to make sense of a world that no longer makes sense to him. And you see these two.
You need to concentrate, Harley.
Thinking botany. Maybe English?
Not at all what I meant. Begin.
It's just the two different worlds and the two different scenarios, and they both feel organically Batman. These are things that I would expect to read in a Batman comic or watching a show at different points in his career. you know, and seeing the two very real futures that Batman can have. And they both, you know, unfortunately, Batman and Robin kind of muddied the water. You know, no shade if you like it, but it definitely didn't follow up on that awesome revelation in Batman Forever, much to my liking, but it's all good. And BVS, we're just now gonna get a Batman who, hopefully this lands, yes it does, a Batman who is, you know, coming to grips and learning how to, you know, walk again, metaphorically, based off of, you know, the events of BVS and what he has to do in Zack Snyder's Justice League. That'll be awesome to see. And you're gonna clash.
This is just like old times.
Push yourself harder.
Boom! But you don't regain health because you're a boss. Oh snap! Oh wow, she anti-aired me. Uppercut City. Punch, grab. Oh, she neutral jumped, so that means. And then we uppercut those. Yep. Well, that was fun. And this is the end of the video right here. And you know, definitely we are extremely happy and excited for DC Fandome. And like I said, expect more not Arkham, because we're in Arkham Asylum. Expect more Injustice 2 videos, a more analysis, you know, about what's going to happen at DC Fandome, more DC stuff here. And, you know, just, you know, like I always say, per the use, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notify bell to let you know when I go live with a new video. You know, want to follow me on Twitter, it's @QuamonStarG, spelled the same way it is on the YouTubes. Thank you all for coming out, and I will see you later. Peace.